This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling Podcast.
Okay, great.
Hi, Betsy.
Hi, Marcy. What's happening?
I'm just hanging out.
Me too. I'm having a party.
Party.
Love having a party. So, Marcy,
Tell me.
I gotta tell you, I personally don't have really any paranormal experiences.
Right.
And I'm happy with that. I'm fine.
Everything that you've experienced has been normal.
Yes. Normal, not para.
Just normal.
Just normal. And so we do a little segment where I tell you, I tell you like a paranormal kind of story that fascinates me or I kind of have some sort of connection to, right?
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's what we do, Betsy.
That's what we do. Okay, great. So today I'm going to talk about the Edinburgh Vaults in Scotland.
In Scotland.
In Scotland.
I feel like yours was great. Mine was better than I thought it would be.
Yours was very good.
Thank you.
Whoops, I think I peeked on that one.
That's how I'm doing it now. I'm just talking like this.
You
Sorry.
sound good. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
So.
Okay, so.
And you've been here, correct?
I have been here. I went on a tour in the vaults when I was in 10th grade. My dad was an English teacher in middle school, and so for like a bunch of years, I got to go to the United Kingdom with a bunch of middle schoolers.
That's so cool.
It was so fun. And when I was in 10th grade, we took a bunch of middle schoolers to Scotland. And we went on a witch tour through the vaults.
I'm furious that I didn't get to go.
It was awesome.
Why couldn't I have been in Mr. Sodaro's class?
It was awesome.
Oh.
And I poked my mom right in the eye because I was doing a bit in these dark tunnels. And she slapped me because she was sad. It hurt her.
She was sad?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I was doing some stupid bit where I poked
You were
her
like,
right in the
this
eye.
is a bit where I show you where all the eyes are. Here's
Yes.
one.
Isn't this a funny bit? Because, oh, yeah.
Now your mother's blinded.
She cannot see
It's
out of
fine
that
to be
eye.
blind, but it sucks to be blinded.
Yes, yes, exactly. So I thought I would talk about some of the ghosts that are in the Edinburgh Vaults. So this is taken from like Wikipedia and that Ghost Adventures episode.
It's very nice of
love
you to
Ghost
credit
Adventures.
people.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing shit. I'm cutting and pasting.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how to read a book and retain information.
Never ever.
Don't do it.
Never ever. It's boring. Okay, so welcome to the Edinburgh Vaults. That they were built in the late 1700s, okay? And so for the first 30 years, the vaults were used to house, like, taverns and cobblers and, like, tradesmen.
Okay.
You know? That classic trade stuff.
A cobbler is someone who fixes a shoe.
Fixes a shoe, and also the movie starring Adam Sandler on Netflix.
The cobbler.
The Cobbler.
The peach cobbler.
The peach cobbler. Yummy. Okay, so then these, like, for the first 30 years, yeah, they were kind of trade stores and stuff. But then it fucking sucked having a store down in the vaults because it's all, like, hard to breathe and stuff because it's, like, underground.
Yeah.
So they
it's
all
like
moved
wet.
out.
Wet, right?
Yeah, it's just, wet and more, like, it's not fun. No sun. When I go shopping, I want the fucking sun.
You want
beaten
fun
down.
in the sun.
I want fun in the sun.
For
I
your
want
buns.
Stinky. Yeah, I need my buns out. Sun's out. Okay, so then a lot of the businesses left, and then they were used to store, like, illicit things. And,
Okay.
like, creepy things, including...
So like opium dens.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like drugs, what's the word for prostitution?
Houses
That's
of ill
PC.
repute.
Sex
workers.
All of that stuff became like the red light district. Also, there were supposedly a bunch of bodies stored down there by
For
these
later?
by these two serial killers who killed people and then sold those bodies to this one doctor who used them for like experiments and cutting open
learning how to do medical schools.
yeah,
I think
it's
I've
these
heard
two
about
dudes. Yeah, I know I didn't write their names down, but it's these two dudes
You know,
who killed a bunch of
it's called the Body Bros.
the Body Bros. Hey, we're the Body Bros.
You need a body? We got one.
We got one, or at least we'll go get one for you.
What kind of body you need? Yeah,
We'll find that. We got those bodies. We got new bodies. We got old bodies.
That's super rude.
Isn't that crazy?
It's rude.
So bodies were down there, and a lot of when these businesses left and all this kind of seedy stuff started happening, a lot of very, very poor people moved down there and lived there.
That's where I would live.
Yeah?
I'd have to, Betsy.
Oh my God.
I have no other choice.
Oh my, I feel...
This is where I live now, Betsy.
Don't live down there.
I live in the tubes.
No, that's so... You need...
I live in a tunnel, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Tunnel tube. Okay, keep going.
You're like the monsters from Descent. You're going to get very good at climbing and
my
listening.
My beautiful white skin.
Ooh, yeah.
You can see
Your
through
eyes
it.
will get all like slimed over.
Yeah, I'll have...
Because you won't be able to see, but then you're going to hear very well, probably smell like a fucking dog.
When I fall in love, my boyfriend will say, your eyes are such a beautiful color of white, milky white.
Nice milky white, cataract-y.
You look like an old pug dog.
Oh, yeah, an old pug dog.
My baby looks like a dog named Biscuit.
That's hot. I'm getting Okay, so then in the mid-1800s, and a lot of sources had different dates of when this happened, so I just picked a general mid-1800s.
Okay.
Even the poor people moved out. Everybody was living in the vaults.
This is a bad
idea. Not fun. I'm out of these vaults, okay? I need the sun on my buns, even though it's Edinburgh and I feel it's sunny maybe 2 times a year. I want that sun.
They need air.
Yeah. They need clean air, not stinky air. Okay, so now for the spooky shit. A lot of this is taken from Ghost Adventures, one of my favorite shows ever.
I don't like it because I feel like they're too mean to ghosts.
They provoke a ton.
I just want to be nice to ghosts.
There's one episode where they're screaming at John Wilkes Booth's ghost, just being like, hey, you killed the greatest president of our time, or whatever. It's very funny.
You killed our Obama.
You killed that's very funny.
I know the Ghost Adventurers did not vote for Obama. I just have a feeling.
You have a feeling?
I have a funny feeling.
A funny feeling?
Oh, God.
Anyways, so there are ghost tours now. I went on one. And on these ghost tours, people feel, good old-fashioned gusts of cold air. Mm-hmm. Granted, you are underneath in a cold cavern.
But where do the gusts of wind come?
A little hole in the wall.
Mouse farts.
Mouse farts. Ice-cold mouse farts. They hear voices. And of course just have that funny feeling.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Every time we say funny feeling, you drink. Funny feeling. Funny feeling. They, of course, just have that funny feeling that something or someone else is there with them.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching them. Somebody's around. There's a ghost known as Mr. Boots who wears, guess what?
Boots.
Tall boots. Big old tall boots. He
wears big and tall boots?
He wears big and tall boots.
He has fat ass boots.
Big old fat tall boots. And so he's been known to throw rocks at visitors and shove people.
He's a bully.
He's a bully. Mr. Boots is a bully.
I have to say, a lot of ghosts are bullies.
Yeah. I feel I would bully if I was a ghost. I would do pranks all the time.
It makes sense that the same things in life that would make you a bully would also make you a ghost.
You're just
kind of
not satisfied.
Unhappy. Yeah.
That's so true.
Hey, dude,
I would do funny pranks, though, on people. Like saran wrap on the toilet bowl.
Remember when I hid behind a car and then pretended to rob you?
Yeah, you scared me and Drew very good.
I almost made her die.
I really freaked out.
That was a real fun prank. But you know what? Life got me back later.
It was a very funny prank of pretending to rob somebody. Is a very good prank.
And then like a year and a half later, guess who got robbed? I did. And it wasn't funny.
Right? It's scary, right?
Funny, I guess. That's the moral of this podcast, is all your pranks come back as real life traumas.
Oh, God. I hope that is not the case.
Saran wrap. Go for it.
You can also hear these big old boots shuffling around in the vaults and hear him cursing. It's also believed. Oh yeah. Also, they think that those two serial killers still hang out in the vaults.
Of course they do.
Of course.
They're looking for more bodies.
They're looking.
And who better than an 8th grader from Colorado?
Summit Middle School in Colorado. Okay. Another popular ghost is that of a little boy ghost named Jack, who likes to hold visitors' hands and stuff, right? And this is one of... Oops. Shit. I hit the microphone.
I think it's fine.
This is one of the coolest Ghost Adventures episodes, because in Ghost Adventures, they set up a little teddy bear, like, in the vault that, like, Jack is known for like grabbing people's hands and stuff. They set up a teddy bear and a camera, and then like, I don't know, some sort of machine to be like, a presence is around, and the teddy bear fucking moves. It's like, it looks like trying to grab it. It's awesome. And the first time I saw this episode, I was house sitting and dog sitting at somebody's house, and I had like just made a cocktail, and I was like watching it and super into it, and like as soon as the bear moved, their dog started barking uncontrollably, and I threw my cocktail all over their very nice house. I was so scared, though. It scared me to death. But it's funny. A great episode.
That's funny that you just would sling your cocktail across the room.
It's the first thing to go.
You know, I've noticed, was that out here in LA?
What?
The house sitting in LA.
Oh, yeah.
So I've noticed that rich people's homes in LA, there's nothing scarier than a rich person's home. And I think it's because they're like maybe older, fancy homes.
Yeah.
Or like in the hills.
Yes.
I've definitely had a lot of really spooky experiences in like rich people's houses in the hills. Oh,
What's the one that sticks out the most to you?
Just feeling like something's watching you, or that's kind of been the main thing of just like spooky dogs like barking. But it's probably always a raccoon or maybe a mountain lion even. But But yeah, it's just spooky.
It's spooky. And now, like, I can't imagine, because I grew up, like, in the woods, like pretty secluded.
You're a feral person, right?
I'm a feral person, only lived off of cherries. A ghost named Mama helped me through.
Mama.
I peeked. Anyway, but I could never imagine living in a super secluded area anymore.
Too scary.
Like, I would constantly be too afraid that something scary is going to happen.
Yeah.
Or like somebody's in the woods watching me or whatever. Ugh. But anyways, that's the Edinburgh Vaults.
That's creepy.
Super creepy. Very fun. If you are ever in Edinburgh, go do that tour. It's great. The tour guide yelled at me for having a video camera on, saying that the ghost will break it.
The ghost
I think she just didn't
will break it.
Videotaped.
That's really cool. I feel like all of the UK is a great place because there's so much spooky stuff in the UK. Period.
Yeah.
And it's because it's old. It's all old.
It's all just old. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's really
Every
cool.
building is old and has like a crazy history. I feel like every building in the UK has had at least like 3 people hanged in it.
Too many people.
Too many. I am it.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
All right, great.
All right, we're going to welcome to the podcast now. You've seen her in Stand Against Evil, Deborah Baker Jr.
Oh, what's up?
Not too much. Hi, guys.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So we're talking ghosts, paranormal, all the stuff.
Woo, spooky.
So, all the spookies or creepies or strange.
The willies.
The willies, the nillies.
I hate the willies.
They're the worst.
I remember being little and like we had like these family friends who'd be like, "Ooh, that gives me the willies," and me and my sisters are just like, "Ew,
You know what that meant?
don't fucking say that."
It tickles them in their bottom.
No, that's the willies.
That's where it
That's
scares.
what it means?
No, I don't know that for sure. But that's like,
It
oh, I'm so
scares you
scared.
so
I'm aroused.
bad that you're like butthole. It's great. I mean, have you ever like fallen on your asshole and it like it hurts, but then it also kind of is like, whoa.
You orgasm from falling on your butt.
I never said that.
Every time you roller skate.
I've like fallen on my asshole a few times when I was little.
How do you spread them
What
cheeks?
are you doing?
Like I wreck on a bike or I fall off a log onto a log.
Fall
'Cause
off a
I
log?
played a lot in the woods growing up.
Okay.
And I would land on my asshole and I would cough, but then it like wouldn't necessarily hurt.
What's the call? You
Like it would,
cough?
yeah, it made me cough. You land so hard you cough.
Is that what happens?
That's happened. That happened to me multiple times. And then I would be like, oh, that hurt, but also like it didn't not feel bad. Or
It did
didn't
not feel bad. It felt good.
It felt kind of good.
Betsy, you were doing it on purpose. You were just
I was crashing.
Mom,
on
I
skis
fell.
constantly.
Oh,
trip me hard.
Oh,
trip me-
yeah. I'm going to break my tailbone.
I love that you got furious at me when I said that might be an orgasm. You're like, no, it's not. It just feels very good in your
But it's
genital area.
not, though.
It's all connected down there.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't an orgasm.
Maybe it was.
Marcy, I know it wasn't an orgasm.
Look, when your butthole hurts a lot, that's what an orgasm is,
Oh, no.
right?
Well,
No?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, that leads
Sorry,
us right
anyway.
into my next question, which is when it comes to the paranormal, what do you believe, not believe, or where do you, what's your belief system?
Yeah, what do you
Not
think?
system like God stuff, but if that is it, then sure, go for
I
it.
thought you were going to be like, when it comes to paranormal, how many orgasms?
How many paranormal
How many
orgasms have you
ghosts
had?
Have I had boner sex with?
I mean, that is how they used to explain wet dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Is this incubus or succubus?
Succubus.
Really?
We'll talk about it.
Man,
That's
yes, let's
good.
get into it.
I didn't know that.
I don't have like a belief system. I
Right.
know what's up.
Yeah,
with
what do you
me.
believe? Yeah.
They're out there, man.
So you
Yeah.
believe,
like in my growing up, tons of them.
so ghosts or what?
Yes.
Like ghosts.
Ghosts, terrible things.
Whoa.
Gypsy women coming up to me off the side of the street, being like, "Oh, you've had many lives,"
What?
and like tons of people, and
Where
especially
did you grow up? Real
in
quick.
Boston.
Oh, okay. That's great. That's a fun old town.
Tons of spooky, weird shit going on there.
Yep.
I also grew up for a little bit in Florida. Lots of weird shit happening down
Yeah.
there. And then most recently, I've just had like a ton of psychics in my life, and like weird shit happen over and over again. So yeah, I am like an Encyclopedia Britannica of all like just banana. And you know, I live downtown in that weird
Yes.
theater.
Yeah.
That was very haunted.
That's very spooky.
I lived in it.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell us, like, do you want to just jump in and start telling
Like
us?
my earliest memory.
Well, tell us some of your, like, what are some of your, like, most, like, if you were trying to convince someone that things
that's
are creepy
good.
and weird, like, what's a story you might tell? Or just whatever.
Okay, so growing up, we lived in this in Boston. We lived in this really, really old house, and my parents just recently told me like the backstory of this.
Oh shit!
But
You're angry, I can tell.
I just feel like they should have filled in the blanks a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Instead of me
They
being
were
like, I
withholding.
think weird things were happening. So I'm gonna like give it to y'all now.
I love it.
They moved into this house and they were like, so just like an FYI, like the house is haunted. And they're like, okay, whatever. Like it is what it is. And I would always see stuff
Oh my god!
growing up, like just weird stuff. I'd have really bananas dreams. And then this one room that I was staying in once my sister was born, the door would open and close and the light would go on and off. And my parents always just thought I was like a very dramatic girl, which I am.
Which they're not wrong.
They're not really wrong.
I mean, you are wearing a cape.
Yeah, I am. I came in here full on
You did
cape.
like throw a smoke bomb to enter the room.
You've slapped Betsy twice.
Only in her bottom, though.
She doesn't
Felt
hate it.
great. I don't hate it.
It's not
Made me
bad.
cough.
Oh boy. So I would always go in there and be like, "There's something in my room. Like I can't like." Tears, just like
Oh my god!
And so my mom came in and she saw it. The door was opening, the light was going on and off.
Oh my god, that's like a real poltergeist.
Yeah, and so she, in true Deb Baker Sr. form, sat down on the bed and was like, "Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself right now?"
To you?
No. To me, that
No.
would be horrible. That
I
would
know,
be,
I
this
was-
would be a different story.
You little slut baby,
shouldn't be
bringing
a podcast.
ghosts in here.
And she just like yelled at it and yelled at it and yelled. And she's like, "Are you proud of yourself? You're making a little girl cry. How dare you?
That's
This is my
fucking awesome.
daughter. Stop it right now." And
Badass.
it stopped. And it didn't happen again. But like that's what they say, right? Like if you feel something really fucking weird, you just say, "Please,
Hey, please just leave me alone.
just
Yeah.
go away, please. No, thank you. Check, please. Like not for me."
Yeah.
And that's like been a good staple for me because I will walk into rooms and be like, "Nope, this isn't good for me."
That is such a good.
Wow.
That's such a good lesson, though, for if anyone's listening.
That is a cool thing to constantly keep in mind.
And they're like terrified. For the most part, you tell people when you show people your boundaries, people, dead people, live people, they'll respect them if they take you seriously.
Totally.
It also feels like even if, like, let's say somebody doesn't believe, but having that attitude of just being like, no, get out of here, I feel that's settling for the mind
Yeah.
acting up and
Yeah.
stuff too.
Yeah, because my sister lived in a haunted house, and when I would go there, I would be like, I don't want to hear you while I'm here.
And
And
then
then it would-
you heard nothing.
I never did, but my mom, everyone else had a lot of experiences
Non-confrontational, are they?
there. Well, they probably aren't like, yeah, I'm the bully in the family, so.
So what's the history of this house?
Yeah, do you know it?
I don't know the history of that house. We always had real killer Halloween parties, though.
Oh,
My parents
oh my
were always
God.
like really into it. I don't know.
Was it
I
an
should, like,
older home?
Oh, super, super old. It was like a very Victorian.
Oh, okay.
Like you look at it and you're like, oh, that's a New England home. That, like,
Yes.
Yeah. My friend, actually, Aubrey Plaza, one of her, not her childhood home, but the one that they got when she was a little older, it was it's in Delaware, and it's an old colonial house. And the amount of staircases in the house, it just kept leading you to new secret rooms that it was very spooky and
Yeah.
scary.
And like thin staircase, or like
yeah, little staircases where you thought you had reached the end of like this side of the house, and then you'd see another little staircase go to another little room up higher that's smaller.
This is for the help.
Yeah.
This is all for the help.
Yeah.
That's what they
you
called
didn't
the
have
slaves.
To see them? Yeah.
back away.
So, what are some other
that's
experiences? It sounds like you're going to have a
amazing.
lot. So, give us what's.
So that's like the earliest one I can remember.
Yeah, that's so scary.
Yeah, and but like normal for me, I guess. Like because
Yeah.
it's like a theme in
Yeah.
my life. Then the next one, I think, I mean, just tons of weird stuff when family members would pass. Like when my grandfather passed, we were all in our old home also in Boston, at my grandmother's house, and they had this like really big bed on the third floor, and so all my siblings, we all just sort of like piled in there after a day of like,
Yeah.
sad stuff. And we were exhausted, but all three of us woke up to like this like feeling, like this, like, and not like a bad feeling, but just like a feeling.
Butthole feeling.
Yeah, like a little,
not too
we all,
bad.
We all
Is it
coughed
bad?
a lot.
But it hits your whole body.
Oh.
It's like that kind of cough.
Yeah.
Like wind knocked out of you
Yeah.
cough.
So my siblings and I are really close.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's my fault.
But I remember just being like almost frozen in
Yeah.
like that feeling of like I can't move right now. Not because like I don't even want to move right now. Just
Yeah.
like my whole body has this like really weird gnarly energy, and I just remember being like, Amelia, and she was like, yeah, like we were all up, and I was like, it feels weird, right? And she was like,
Oh.
yeah. And then you hear my brother William being like, you guys, and I'm like,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
So, but it wasn't like a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
And then we just heard like a ton of shit happening, like in the other rooms that were around us, just
things.
and every single person that lived in that house was a family member of mine because it was built by my great grandfather. So it's not like I could get that scared about
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
It didn't feel like malevolent. Just
no, it just
This
felt
stuff is happening.
weird. And like that house was very, very old. And it had tons of like oil paintings of all of my ancestors that are like in it. So like anytime friends would come and like stay over at my grandmother's house, they'd be like, Deborah, I'm really sorry. Like I can't stay here. Like your like weird great grandmother won't stop looking at me.
Her eyes follow me.
Truly. So and I never like it was never scary for me, but
Yeah.
I did definitely get like the feeling that we weren't alone at all.
Yeah.
I've woken up, and tell me if your experience was similar. I've woken up and thought something was in my room, and then I felt such pressure on me, and it didn't feel like a body, or it felt like almost atmospheric, but like those gravitron machines,
Yeah.
the ones where like
We're just like
it
forces
pushes you against the
Yeah.
centrifugal force pushes you against the wall. It felt like that. Is that similar?
Totally. And a lot of people have like said that like when there's like a presence, it gets really cold. It always gets really hot for me.
Oh.
Super hot. I will wake up in sweats. I will feel like I still can't move. Like terrible. Yeah, that's exactly how it is for me.
Yeah, and then people will say that's sleep paralysis, but I'm able to move. I just feel like weight on me, and then the atmosphere changes. That's I like hearing. I like just it validates something for me. So.
Yeah.
So what? So you said a gypsy woman came up to you on a street?
So many gypsy women.
Are you going like through Rome or something?
No, just the real deep south. Yeah, there's like fairs all the time at like different churches in Florida.
Yeah.
What part of Florida?
So we had this house down in Boca Grande, which is south of Sarasota. And my parents decided to move down there for the winter, and then we'd go back up to Boston for the summer.
Ooh, fun.
And my mom was really into all that stuff, and she was like, "Oh, we're going to these fairs." And so we were just like kind of walking around, just sort of like poking around, being like, "Well, whatever." And
Yeah.
my sister, I probably was like 9. My sister was 6, and this woman like stopped us as we were like kind of like walking around, like maybe going to get caramel corn or something. And she was like, "You've all been here before."
Oh.
And we were all like, "What's happening?" And she was like, "No." And she pointed to me. She's like,
Yeah.
"You've been the mother before."
Whoa! You've been the mother before?
Mhm. She's like, "You guys have all had many lives together, and your roles have all been different." She's like, "But you've been the mother before." And now whenever I go to have any, because I'm real into crystals and Reiki and all that banana
shit.
stuff.
Marcy's
I mean,
very
you're
into
speaking
that.
my language.
Marcy's very into that.
Oh gosh, can't get enough. But every single one of them is like, "Oh yeah, you've had many lives," and like my sister and I are like soulmates. It's like bananas. Yeah.
Oh.
I had past life regression. Have you ever done it, Betsy?
No.
No, not for you.
I don't know.
I had past. So
I don't really get
I
it.
used to, before I had my past life regression. I have a roommate who's Buddhist, and she talks a lot about like reincarnation and stuff like that. And I have always said I'm not doing this again. Like that's always been my thing. That I'm like I'm not coming back. This is it. I'm not doing it again. No interest. And I also have had the belief that I like my mom and I have talked about it, that that I've said, like, I must have been a man in a past life, because this doesn't feel like, it's not like that I don't feel like a woman now, but I'm like, this is so annoying and frustrating. Like, it's just like, there's no way. Like, I feel like I just wasn't, like, I have like a male energy. So I did my past life regression, and the first thing she said was, you've been around a lot and you've always been female. And in fact, it's frustrated you so much that you've decided not to come back a few times. You've played around with other forms like animals, but you've always been a female, and it's always been a huge source of frustration for you. And I was like, that is what I've always been screaming in this life. Like, I'm not doing this again, and there's no way I should have been a woman. And that's how I always feel.
That's amazing.
Wild.
I haven't done a past life regression. I've always wanted to. I've done tons of other amazing, weird stuff because can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Most recently, I hired a psychic for my birthday party.
How was that? What kind of psychic? Like a medium or?
Judy Heavenly.
Judy Heavenly. Writing her name down right now.
That's amazing.
She showed up to my house in a gold bedazzled sparkly beret.
Yep.
And was such a dream. I'm not sure how legit she was. My friend had seen her. She was like, you got Judy. And I was like, yes, I got Judy.
You got
She's like, that's a big deal.
She's like, it's a huge deal, because when I met with her, she had just recently gotten married and her mom had passed away like 3 months ago. And so she was at this like house party, whatever, and it was just like a couple girls. And so she was like, whatever, I don't believe in this stuff. So she took off her wedding ring and she was like, okay, let's see what she does. Like, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, so I'm so sorry, but someone's here and it's like a Paul something. And she was like, oh, fuck. And she was like, well, my mom's name is Paula. And she was like, yeah. And she was having like a really hard time because she wasn't having any dreams about her mom. And she was like, and it was like, she was so close with her.
Yeah.
And so that was like so bananas and crazy. And she was like, okay, well, like that could have been a fluke. And she's like, so you're moving? And she was like, no, we're not. And she's like, no, you're moving. And she was like, we're not. I wish we were, but we're not. And a week later, they had to move because of mold infestation.
What?
Yeah. So she said like a ton of stuff. My friend Phoebe was at my party. You guys know Phoebe.
Oh,
and
Phoebe's the shit.
She's amazing. And she told her that in December she's going to be getting a cat, and its name is Miss Kitty Whitepaws, and which is so specific. But then she said the same thing to my manager. So I was like, and that was like 10 minutes apart.
So funny.
So I'm convinced that they're both getting cats, and they're both going to have white paws, and it's just like all going to be in the unit. I'm like, you guys laughed at her. But you guys
Miss Kitty Whitepaws.
Both have Miss Kitty Whitepaws.
They're gonna be in a relationship together and fight for custody over Miss Kitty Whitepaws.
I can't wait.
I went.
That's so funny.
I went to a
specific.
psychic on Bourbon Street at the Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau.
yeah.
Marie
Yeah.
Laveau. And there's this, like, the oldest psychic in New Orleans is there in the back. She has a little shop. And my all-girl improv team went a couple years ago. So all 7 of us went to her. She told us all the exact same thing.
Hell yeah, she's tired, man.
She was
She's
just like, you gotta get married, you gotta have 2 kids.
Next.
You
Married, 2 kids.
got a bright future, gonna fall in hard times. Next. It was rough.
Very general. That's so funny.
What other? You have any other ones for us?
So many. So I lived in this really cool loft downtown before it got all fancy pants. And on the side of this loft, you would open the door, and it was just like this big theater. You guys have both performed there.
Yeah, it's a fun theater.
It was a really great
which
theater.
theater?
Fun.
Loft
The
Ensemble.
Oh,
Downtown?
okay.
Really fun.
Do I know it?
I feel it probably.
Well, I'll look at my
I did
memory
Dark
bank.
and Stormy there for a little while. And
Okay,
then,
yeah. That sounds familiar.
I did a stand-up show there for a little bit and a sketch show. And
Yeah, it's
then
fun.
they
Yeah.
moved, and I'm no longer a part of them, but
Yeah.
I wish them well. But yeah, so this theater used to be, the whole building used to be the Challenge Butter Creamery.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like way back in the day. And
Yeah.
forever, even when we weren't living there and I was just like a theater member there, you didn't want to be in there when it was dark alone. Like
Yeah.
it was just really bad vibes all the time. When I moved in, our TV would go on and off by itself all the time. Our speakers would constantly be like
Ew.
Like in the middle of the night. I would wake my husband up in the middle of the night and be like, Michael, there's somebody in the theater. Like someone broke in. Like one of the homeless people has finally done it. Like they did the jump. They're in. And he would hear it and he would like locked and loaded because my husband is an ex-Marine would like get his stuff and like he'd be like, stay here, Deborah.
He'd get his gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Everyone listening, don't break into Deb's house.
Don't do it. But yeah, there was like many times where we would full on hear people over there, nobody there.
Were they talking about butter?
They-
Butter, cream it.
Where's the butter? We gotta cream it. That's so wild.
yeah.
I remember the place now. It just took me a while because when I moved to LA, I was like, what is anything? And I had to relearn everything. I never knew anything.
I remember doing one of the drug cage matches or something. I was on Team Drunk, and I feel like I was just drunk and like snooping around with some friends who were also high or on like mushrooms and just getting so scared.
Yeah. Well, theaters are weird anyway.
Theaters are spooky no matter what.
There's too much weird energy happening
Yes.
all over there.
Yes.
And like we would do really weird plays there. There was one play where I hung myself on stage like over and over again each night and like weird stuff comes up.
Would you leave a ghost light on the stage? Is that what they're called? Those like
The ghost
remember
light.
that like tradition where it's just one light and one bulb to like keep the ghosts happy or something?
Is that what it's for?
I don't
I think it's
I don't
an
think we
old,
ever did
old-
that.
It's an old,
Maybe you
old,
need it
old
to.
tradition.
I think we should have.
You probably should have done that.
Probably really should
Yeah,
have.
it's
You really
a
should have
ghost
done
light
that
is
ghost light.
Yeah, it's an electric light that is left energized on the stage of a theater when the theater is unoccupied and would otherwise be completely dark. It typically consists of an exposed incandescent bulb. But why?
Just to
I think
keep
it
the
is
ghosts
to keep
company.
the ghosts happening.
I guess also
happy.
Yes,
Happening. Keep
Happening. Keep
Happening.
them happening,
Keep
man.
them happening. Keep them real on brand.
Ooh, that's so...
Yeah.
What's like the most recent thing that's happened to you?
Well, I don't go see a ton of scary movies, even though
Oh,
I'm in
yeah.
a ton of scary stuff. I can handle it when I'm
Yeah.
in it because it's like not real and I can just like remove myself.
Yes.
We filmed the show in Atlanta and everything's on location.
Yeah.
So our house that we film in is a really old, rundown house
Yeah.
that I don't think anybody lives in. I don't think if they do, that's a lovely home.
It's beautiful.
I mean, that's
It's
where
not
my
too
sister's
rundown,
haunted house was in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a bananas house, and so my parents came to visit, and I was on one of my off days, and I was like, let's just go over to the house so we can ask the security guard to like go in because they have to like
Yeah.
watch it and stuff. And they're like, oh, we would love it. And so we drove up, and this woman she tried to give me her headshot. It was a lot of things. She's supposed to be watching the house, but
The security guard tried to give you a headshot?
yeah, she's really trying to make it in the business.
Oh.
But she was like, you guys want to go in there? And I was like, yeah. It's just it's like my character's house. Like my parents just want to see it. They've never like it would be fun for them. And she's like, I'm not going in there. And I was like, oh, okay. Like you don't have to, but can you just let us in? She was like, yeah, but I'm not doing that again. Because she was so she went and did like a walk around the house.
Yeah.
And I guess a little girl had died in there. And I am finding this out now as she's like telling me. She's like, yeah, so I think a little girl died in here. And she's like, I was in here. I was in your room, like my character's room. And she was like, and I heard someone in the kitchen like just scurry by. And she was like, and it wasn't like an animal scurry. It was like a person. And she's like felt it. And she like turned around and she kind of like saw something go. And so I was like, cool. I was like, so everything I was like, I'm really good at feeling energy. I feel great about it. I'm just gonna go in there and so for the rest of the shoot, I was telling everybody, I was like, everyone just be really nice to the little girl. Like she's like, she hangs out in my room and I'd be like, hey, how are you? Like, isn't this fun? Because I'm sure it's so weird if you're like
especially
a child ghost to see like a weird horror show, like where stuff gets blown up and like just like bananas.
Yeah, she's probably scared.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you do. It feels like you have always been pretty open to it all, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I guess since growing up in a haunted house, where you're just like, okay,
Totally.
It really helps.
and you're like, what's the word?
Not clairvoyant, but maybe,
Or maybe-
are you sensitive?
Or I guess sensitive.
Yeah.
Because like are you sensitive?
Yeah,
You're pretty
I clairsentient. I think that's what they call it, when you can feel other stuff.
Yeah, I'm more of like an empath.
Oh.
So like I feel, but I don't. I've had many people be like, "You should really give into your gift," and I'm like, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
Well, the more you go see psychics, the more it happens anyway.
Yeah, I know, and I've seen 3 in the last month.
That's what happened to me.
Oh, you're giving it. You're giving it.
Honestly,
going in hard.
Never really had a whole lot going on, and then I went to a bunch of psychics, and everyone was like, "You're an empath. You're an empath. You're an empath." And then before I knew it, I was like having, what I would feel like a panic attack, and then be like, "Oh, it's just because something's in this room."
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I always had it in New York. Like I'd have like what I thought would be like. I would think I was going to faint on the train a lot, and it was just too many energies around me.
So I was an acolyte growing up because my parents are not religious, but they, growing up in Florida, were like, "You're not going to the Baptist church with all the people from." I was a J. Crew kid in a Walmart world, and it was
No offense, Florida.
and I was just really awkward and like
You were from Boston.
very
It's
straight
different.
laced,
Yeah.
and like I was always bullied just for being like
Yeah.
being the square kid with the LL beanbags. Like,
Yeah.
and so my mom was like, "We're just gonna give you like some sort of basis, and
Yeah.
you do what you want." And from
Yeah.
the very since we were like 7, she was like, "I don't care what you believe in. I hope that you believe in something. This is something.
Yeah.
You make your own decision when you get older," which I thought was like
that's so
really,
rad.
Yeah.
really cool. And all 3 of us, like growing up, we all have. We have different sort of beliefs, but my sister and I are very like
Yeah.
we're into all of it. But I was an acolyte, and I
What's an acolyte? So I don't know what it is. So I assume other people might not as well.
an acolyte carries the cross behind the father as you go down.
I should know that word then.
Like it's part of the parade, part of the service at the beginning.
At the Catholic Church, yes.
Yes, so Episcopalians are like Catholic light.
Okay, yeah.
We don't have as much guilt, and we don't confess, so we just drink a lot. Like
Yeah.
there was always
If you're
G&Ts
gonna repress
right
it,
after.
you gotta put something on top of it.
yeah.
There are always G&Ts right after. That's
sure.
so funny.
And so, you light the candles at the beginning of the service, and then you go out, and then you
What like
do
a
the
Catholic would call like the altar boys.
Yeah, exactly. And I would pass out up there all the time,
Oh my God.
all the time.
Were you not having breakfast?
No,
Were you
full-on
locking your
breakfast.
knees?
No.
Okay,
Sometimes
we
sometimes-
debunked
That's
it.
the
I mean,
only
we
way.
couldn't debunk it then. That's
Sometimes
why.
you would be like just in prayer and like just like no way, there's no way, and I would just go full on black. And my mom was always just like, "Oh, it was the hormones," and I was like, "I don't think so, Mom. Like, you're all so weird. Like, no."
You just got
But
hot.
It was Florida, but I don't really weird stuff like that all the time, and I just like weird
and
energies
you're just used to it because that's just life for you.
Yeah, I think the more open you are to stuff, the less scary it becomes.
Yeah.
Because then you're just more aware that, look, it's just part of our world that there's other stuff. And some of it's good, some of it's bad.
Yeah.
But hopefully none of it's harmful.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
I just recently saw that movie Annabelle.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Did you? What a nightmare! What a nightmare!
Oh,
I had a ball.
Can't stand dolls.
Oh, disgusting doll.
Can't stand them at all. My husband's mother has so many dolls in her house, and she.
Ew.
And I'm like, there are no children here anymore. Why are there so many dolls?
Ew.
And she knows that I don't like them, so instead of like taking them out of the room, she just turns them to the wall.
That's worse.
That's
That's worse.
so scary.
And it's so terrible. And I tell her, I'm like, Fran, you're gonna really upset them. You've already upset them. Like can we just donate them or something? Like, and now it's my fault. It's my
That's-
fault that they're being turned to the wall. Like, Dad doesn't like you.
I'm going to turn you to the wall and
my
put little
God.
knives in your lap. That'll be good.
Terrible.
That's so bonkers.
Awful.
Just get
Awful.
rid of them.
Ugh.
No, next it's going to be just like black bags over their heads.
No, Fran, no.
Fran, please stop. Just take them out of that damn room.
Don't need them. Terrible nightmares after that movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
I have some ghost stories that we can. I have one that's a little long, but I think we have a little bit of time. Is that okay?
Great,
Do you
I'm
mind
in.
listening to a long one?
I want to.
All
We'll
right.
talk about it.
All right, here we go.
Okay. It's Riley. Trying this again.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Making sure I'm not covering anything. Anyway, okay, so I grew up in a small town in Vermont. And it was like an old colonial town. And
we know
the
Riley
house
from UCB.
I grew up in
I love Riley.
was built in like the mid 1800s. It was like an old Victorian house, and it had so many rooms. And the house used to be the town hall, and the garage used to be the town jail. And like it was a fact that people, it's like our house was in the historical society of the town, and they told stories, but like people, prisoners dying there and stuff like that. And it was like an old fixer-upper house. So it still had all this weird old character, like definitely had lead paint. But my room, I used to share a room with my sister. And when we moved into that house, I started like waking up in the middle of the night and biting her. Which was weird because I have never bitten before. And it got to the point where my sister had to like get up and change rooms because it got so bad. But I seriously would wake up in the middle of the night, and I remember just needing to go bite my sister. And then I was like I was the sweetest kid, but I would have these weird aggressive like moments, like breakouts like that. And then my mom had some like dowager or something, a medium maybe, someone come to the house and said that there was like a passageway for spirits going through my room. And she came with like metal brass rods and like cleared the pathway of the spirits out of my room. And actually, when I was that same age, oh my God, I don't want to like make it sound like I was possessed, but I honestly probably was.
You
when
were.
I was
You were
that
possessed.
age, my mom was pregnant, but only she and my dad knew. She didn't tell anybody else. And I ran up to her and I said, "Mama, the baby inside you is dead, but I'm growing you a new one." And the next day she had a miscarriage.
God.
Riley!
I was just like a I don't know, my grandma thought that I was a spiritually
Possessed.
taken over child.
Yeah, you were possessed.
But then all of a sudden I would start hearing footsteps coming up the back stairs. Technically they're the front stairs of the house.
Well, which
up
is
to
it?
my room. I'd always hear footsteps, and I would always think that it was my mom and dad coming to kiss me good night, but my parents were already in their bed. And I'd always hear footsteps coming up those stairs. My sisters would too. And then, so my mom had the spirit lady come back, and then she said that the pathway for the spirits or whatever had shifted from, instead of going through my room, now it went up through that hallway, up those stairs.
It followed
So
him.
that freaked me out. And the town inn too, people always on Halloween, like it would be, people would go dare each other to walk up the stairs because there was like a known ghost who was this woman who used to be a nurse, and she was like she was bitter about dying for some reason. I think there was a kid ghost too.
She was
Something about like her kid was killed. I don't know. She was bitter. She was a bitter ghost, and she would like fuck with people's hotel rooms.
Bitter.
And like, I didn't really believe it. Like people would say like she would like you'd always see her shadow. She'd always be wearing like a bonnet and walking up the stairs and stuff, and like you would hear her voice in like the ballroom or like in the kitchen at night. I didn't believe it until my grandma, she used to always stay there when she came to visit, because she didn't want to stay in my house because I had too much dog hair. And she was staying there, and
Because you bit people,
in
Riley.
the middle of the night, the TV turned on, and she thought her husband was like sitting at the foot of her bed watching TV. And so she woke up, and because she felt someone sitting at the bottom of her bed, and she woke up and no one was there. Her husband was like sleeping, but it was like some cooking channel was turned on. And she immediately, she didn't even know like the stories, but she was like, there was a ghost in my room, like some woman ghost. And it was
Some
the old lady
bitter
who lives
woman
in the town hall. Yeah. And then, oh, God, this is so long. I'm so sorry.
It's great, though.
It's perfect.
Another time, when my grandfather died, that was the first time I really ever felt like a ghost or a spirit, because we were all like holding his hands when he died, and I was crying uncontrollably, and all of a sudden I heard his voice say like, "Stop crying, you look stupid." And all of a sudden I just like stopped crying. I got so calm. And I just heard a voice like saying like, "You look stupid, don't cry for me." Like, be a man. Which is so annoying, and it's totally something he'd say. But then like he passed, and it was actually insane watching him die, because all of a sudden like he wasn't him anymore. Like his body was just a shell for his soul, which was it was so crazy to see him die. But anyway, like a couple months later, I was hiking in LA, and hiking Runyon, I think. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I was hiking, and like it was so fucking hot in the middle of the summer, and I was hiking up, and all of a sudden like a breeze blew and blew like a piece of trash that made my head turn, and I saw this lock that was like locked to this gate that said RC, which is the name of my grandfather. And I was like, that's weird. And all of a sudden the air got so cold. Like it wasn't even a breeze that got cold, it was just the air around me got so cold out of nowhere, and I just got really calm and really serene. I don't even know if that's a word.
It is.
But it totally was my grandfather.
Oh.
And I just sort of walked, and all of a sudden it got warm again, and I didn't feel that calmness anymore. It was crazy. But my grandma has those things too, where she like she just talks to him all the time, but she swears.
That's a ghost.
Yeah. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns. I'm gonna send you Jeremy's.
Our concern is you're possessed.
Whoa.
That was great.
awesome.
It's a long one, but I was like, it's Riley's so funny, and what
Riley's
a
so
what
funny.
a darling way to like take it all in too.
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
It was really wild.
Oh my God. It's a lot to digest right now.
Yeah, it's a lot to. I feel like that when things start happening to people, it's like the other side knows that you are receptive, and all of us. It's like
and then it's just game on.
it's like crazy people on the street talk to me. It's like once I talk to one, the floodgates were open, and they're like, "That's someone I gotta scream at this lady."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that baby thing is.
The baby died. Little kids though do talk about babies dying a lot.
That's so. In my friend Karan was telling me the other day, he was like, he's never been to a funeral because in India you don't go to funerals when you're a child because you're too susceptible to that spirit like jumping onto you.
Oh,
Which totally makes sense
that's
to
fucking
me.
cool.
Because you're really open as a kid,
Yeah.
and like I had a lot of people that I talked to when I was little that like my mom said weird stuff. Like obviously weird stuff has been happening like a lot, but like we're way more receptive as children, and I think it's cut off a lot because it's like you don't talk to that imaginary person. Don't do that. Like you're that's not
Society's
real.
Like, no, and you're like, oh, okay.
My niece used to
stop
tell
playing.
a story about a little boy that said She was like, "Oh, there's a little boy who sits in my closet and he smokes cigarettes. He wears purple shoes and a striped shirt." And my sister said to my niece when she was like 4, she said, "Well, he can't come over if he's going to keep smoking cigarettes." So she picked up her fake play phone and called him and told him he couldn't come play anymore.
That's so cute.
But she did say there's a little boy. He was younger than her. She said he was 3, and but I don't know why he.
Cigarettes?
I mean, ghosts will do what a ghost want to do.
I mean, I guess. If
It's
I
a
was
bad-
ghost,
he's
I'll
a real-
smoke some cigarettes.
Yeah, he's a bad baby ghost.
He's a bad baby ghost. Oh, that's so scary. I always joke with my sisters, being like, what if one of your daughters starts being like, oh, there's an old lady in my room. What are you going to fucking do? And they get mad at me.
Both my niece and nephew talk about ghosts all the time.
I have a friend whose sister has 2 little girls, and when the older girl went to school, she would like find the little girl in her room all the time, and she'd be like, "You can't be in here," and she goes, "No, but I'm playing with my friend."
Nope.
And she was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "My friend up there on the ceiling."
No.
And she was like too little to like make it. It wasn't like funny. Yeah, all the time. And so, but they didn't move. I'm like, why wouldn't you move?
Yeah, I'm like, we're out of here right
what
now.
What are you talking about?
You can't always, you don't always love your neighbors, but you can't move every time.
No.
That's, oh, good. That's so scary. That was good.
That was really great.
I like the East Coast.
Yeah.
The East
It's because
Coast.
it's old. It's, it's old structures and old, people have been there for a while.
Yeah.
And tons of gnarly stuff happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of bad stuff.
That
Crazy
hotel stuff. Ooh. There's a lot of hotels in LA though that are like that. My husband used to work at the Roosevelt, and I would go over there, and I'd be like,
Did you see Marilyn Monroe's ghost?
I didn't, wished for it, never happened.
We should all go and try to find it.
No, so I went on. We were here for whatever Christmas. There's more than one. It's not just her. Don't worry, you will get your fill.
Ooh. I'm
They
scared. I don't like them.
they swear by everyone who works there is like has a story.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I have to go. And so we went after hours, and I was like, you know who's gonna have the best stories is like the cleaning staff that are here really late at night. And so I went up to one and I was like, tell me like the worst thing that's happened. He was like, that bathroom. And I was like, what do you mean that bathroom? What's happened in that bathroom? He's like, I was in that bathroom, I was cleaning, and then like one of those signs that like just sort of slides in. You know what I'm talking? Like a placard that can like be changed.
Yes, yeah.
He goes, it came off and was thrown at me.
What?
And I was like,
In the downstairs lobby by the bar?
I've peed in that bathroom.
I haven't because I go to the ladies' room.
Why?
It was the men's room?
no, it was the ladies.
I was ladies' room. You've peed in that bathroom.
You haven't.
I have.
And my husband said that he would see 2 little kids, and this is like a known ghost story around the pool because they had drowned in the pool. And so he would get reports of like, oh, hey, someone's in X room, or it's always this one room when the curtains would be apart, and he would go and check, and he'd be like, oh, no one's supposed to be in there. He would go check the log, come back, the curtains would be closed. All the time. There's some guy in like a smoking jacket who like wanders the mezzanine. There's another guy who's like a famous trumpet player who plays his trumpet in one of the rooms, and like there's people who complain about that all the time. And then here's this is the kicker that's like, this girl there's a room that calls every single night. The front desk knows this. Like there's a room that calls that's not a room. And so just every night that happens. Well, this one night
They call, so the room
there's
calls.
a like non-room that will call the front desk every night at the exact same time.
Ew.
And so this one receptionist got a call from the room. She was like, it's really weird. I don't know like what's going on. So she went up to, I forget I wish I had more information for you. And I really should do my research before I tell this story. But you guys can do your own research.
Yeah, if your husband wants to send us a story, we'd love that too.
So she went up to the room. She opened the door. And this is true. You can ask all the people that were working there. She opened the door, and the entire room was covered in blood.
No.
And there was a person that had just slit their throat.
What?
For real?
She screams, runs downstairs, is like having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Gets my husband's boss. He comes back upstairs with her. She's like, uncontrollably, like, he opens the door and there's nothing there.
Wait, and so
The Roosevelt's still paying for her, like, psych.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
That's
because they were like, yeah, weird shit goes. And that's like a ton of those stories are what they use in like the American Horror Story Hotel.
Yes.
Like a ton of those stories are from.
Oh my
Isn't that
God.
crazy?
That's
so much stuff at that hotel.
wild.
So amazing.
We should go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's all go.
Deborah Baker Jr. Thank you
so much.
Hey, no
that
problem,
was
guys.
awesome.
No, this was great.
Let's connect offline. I gotta know more. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.